Hi, and welcome to this Astrology Weekly on quantumhealers.com. My name is Patricia. I'm a quantum healer and astrologer. And today we're going to look at week 30, which goes from July 21 until July 27. Let's see what we have this week. Here we have the chart of this week, which starts on July 21. And the most important transit this week is that on July 23, the sun will move into the sign of Leo. And one day later, on July 24, the moon will be in the close conjunction with the sun, which means we have a new moon in the sign of Leo, and second degrees Leo to be precisely. What does this mean? Leo, of course, is being reigned by the sun, and it has the energy of light, joy, playfulness, creativity. When we look at the archetype of Leo, it's the archetype of the inner child, also the clown, the performer, but also the king, the ruler. And when we are in the period where the sun is in Leo, it's as if our inner light is easily more connected with the light of the sun, meaning we can receive light codes from the sun. It will be very beneficial to spend time outdoors, and to enjoy the sun. But I do want to mention something different, because not only people have a natal chart, but also cities have a chart, or countries have a chart. And sometimes when we visit certain places, we can recognize that there is a connection between certain stars and a particular city or country. To give an example, I want to share some information about what I discovered when I was in Madrid, in Spain. Um, I was looking at the flag of Madrid, and it shows a bear and 7 stars. And I wondered if there was an astrological or astronomical connection or symbol related to these stars. I mean, it could be that they have a very worldly meaning, but I had a sense that it could be connected to something astronomical or astrological. And it did, because the symbol of Madrid is the bear, the great bear, and it refers to Ursa Major, the constellation of the great bear. So the 7 stars in the flag of Madrid are referring to the stars in this constellation. And there's a lot of symbols in this flag, and the connection between Madrid and Ursa Major. What is interesting is that the 7 stars are also used to navigate to the north. And so sailors were able to find their position at sea by navigating on the Ursa Major, the Great Bear. This is how they knew how to find the north position. When we look at Madrid, there is a temple in Madrid called the Temple of Debo. And this is a temple that comes from Egypt. It was a gift from the leaders of Egypt to the leaders of Spain, and particularly to Madrid. And I found this very interesting because there is a connection between Isis, the goddess, the Egyptian goddess, and Madrid as well. Isis is being symbolized by Sirius. So there must be some kind of connection between Sirius and Madrid as well. Now, some believe that there are ley lines connecting certain fixed stars across the world, meaning that they connect certain power places that are related to fixed stars, or the gods or goddesses that are connected to these stars. So having an Egyptian temple right in the center of Madrid is very much a connection to the energy of Sirius, and Sirius being a symbol of the goddess Isis. When you are looking at your own chart, you can also see if you have a connection with Sirius. Sirius is now positioned at the 13 degrees of Cancer. What is interesting is that Spain, when you look at the natal chart of Spain, the moon is at 11 degree Cancer, so in a conjunction with Sirius. Isn't that interesting? And why do I mention this? I mention this because we are entering the Lion Gate portal, which will be happening next week. But I do want to mention it now because we are already moving towards that portal, the opening of that portal, now that we have a new moon in Leo. Because the Lion's Gate is happening when there is a strong alignment between the Sun, the Earth, and Sirius. And this is usually when we are entering the Leo season. So it is already noticeable, and sensitive people may already feel the energies of this Lion's Gate portal. This Lion's Gate portal is to remind us that we have a connection with other star systems. As starseeds, we may have a connection with Sirius. And in quantum healing sessions, we often come across incarnations on other planets. And I must say that I personally have seen many people remembering past lives on Sirius. And of course, there is a difference between Sirius A and Sirius B. I believe there's even a Sirius C. And what I've discovered during those quantum healing sessions is that at some point the life on Sirius B was destroyed. And many beings who were living on Sirius B had to flee the planet and move somewhere else. Some of those people came to Earth and incarnated on Earth and started their cycle of incarnation on Earth. And this is very interesting because it means that many humans who identify as starseeds, as Sirius starseeds, they do have a strong connection with the planet. And what I've often noticed is that these people often have lions as, how do you say that, guiding animals. There's a different word for that, I'm sure. And like your soul animal. And this is very beautiful because this means that we have an extra powerful energy that can guide us during our incarnations on Earth. It also reminds us that we need to take care of this planet because somehow what I discovered in the sessions with beings on Sirius, they all mentioned that they ran out of resources and by not taking good care of the planet. And I think this is something that we all can use as a reminder that we need to take care of our planet and we need to be mindful how we are dealing with our resources. Okay, so this is a little bit of different energy of this reading this week. And it's just to help remind you that there is another way of looking at astrology. And of course, we have a whole different side of astrology, which goes into what we call astral mapping, astrocartography, where we can see how our planetary lines from our natal chart are moving across the earth and how we personally can have a connection with certain cities or places. But I just wanted to remind you that when you're visiting new cities this summer, because in many places on the earth we have summer holiday season, and we may be visiting new places or new countries. And it's just nice to be mindful of if you can see astrological signs to the places that you're visiting. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you.